Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. It is Friday. It is noon Central Time. That means it's time for Cars on the Move, where we go live with Ty, where we connect dealers, auctions, and carriers. This is the end of the week, and so what we're going to do is it's the end of the month. So we have Tim Scoutelas of Max Digital and the Melting Block of Ice. What is the melting block of ice, and how does that relate to auto transport? The vehicle is a block of ice, and it's melting. And the dealer needs his car, his ice. And the longer it sits at the auction and on your trailer, the more it melts. And every day it melts, it costs more money, and it's a problem. And in today's hot inventory market, it's a big deal. So do me a favor, this is it's about a 30-minute show. We might run over a little bit, but after you leave a like, thank you so much. Go ahead and click share, click copy, grab that YouTube link, text it, email it, share it on social media, send it to a friend, send it to a dealer. You know somebody at an auction? Send them the show. Say, I know what's going on, and I want you to watch this show. This is Auto Transport Intel, and you know you can go to autotransportintel.com, click on sign up. Become an ATI insider. Get the newsletter, talk to Ty, join the network, join us. We just had another roundtable, and go ahead and say hello in the live chat or leave it in the comments below. That's fine. It's no problem. And, okay, so here we go. Let's say hello to Ty. Ty, can you see us and hear us okay?
Yeah, can you see and hear me?
I see you. I hear you. And also, I want to say this too. In the live chat, we got David, Two Bears Transportation. Carlos is in the live chat. ACB Logistics in the house. What's up, Carlos? And then Tim is saying hello as well. So yeah, we got the Carlos update. Sounds like a new segment.
It should be. Carlos, are you out of the rest area? That's all we need to know.
Right, exactly.
Blink twice.
Are you in or out of the rest area? All right, so Ty, let's catch up with you. What is going on with you today?
Well, I'm at the auction. I'm just outside the transport parking lot, but I was thinking about I'm excited to have Tim on once a month. And the reason I am is because we connect dealers, auctions, and carriers. I already said that. But you're going to find out here in a minute. Tim is a dealer, and Tim is going to tell us what dealers think, what dealers talk about. So when you're on Cars on the Move and you're talking to me and you're listening to what I say, I'm saying go find a car dealer and make friends with that guy and find out if you can service him. So a lot of times on Cars on the Move, what you hear is auction dealer, not so much carrier, but it's to really demonstrate, show the importance of having that relationship with your dealer. So I'm excited to have Tim. Got a couple other surprises today. So without further ado, where's Tim?
All right, let's bring him in. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Jay, where are you at? I forgot. I was so interested in Carlos's update. Carlos, he says I got one more day. He's stuck for another day.
Wow.
Hey, what's up, Tim?
Fellas, what's happening?
What's going on?
Hey, Tim.
So, hey, Tim, where are you? What's going on with you?
I am in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm at Stevenson-Hendrick Toyota. It is a huge dealership here up in Southeast North Carolina, doing some sales calls, working with my guys Ray and George on the sales desk here. These guys are moving some metal.
Wow.
How's their new car inventory?
There we go.
He has 20. He has 20 cars on the ground.
What does he normally have?
Almost 200.
So,
and I got here, and he said, "I said, hey George, how's it going?" George is a friend of mine from back in Wilmington, and he said he showed me a picture. This is funny, Ty, of a Tacoma and a Tundra that got wrecked on the transporter.
Oh,
yeah,
that's how it's going, right?
Yeah,
hey, thanks, transporter.
Yeah, right. He's like, man, and you know the inventory that we talk about, the melting block of ice, Jay, spot on.
Those cars. Say, what happened to my ice?
Yeah. Not only that, those cars were sold. Everything that's coming in today is on a new car side is pretty much already sold.
Yeah,
so
that's what we had. Joel with Pogue Chevrolet, same story. I mean, if it's coming in on a truck, it's already sold. It's ridiculous.
Likely.
How does their new car used car look?
The used car inventory is good. He's got about 100 on the ground, and he's selling that. Right now, he'll do 100 this month. That's actually up for him. They usually do about 80 to 90. Anything 100 or north is really good for him. And then obviously, grosses have been really good.
How about the buying in driveways and in the service lane? How are they doing on that area?
That's actually why I'm here. We're helping my girl Zoe over there talk about a product that we have called Max My Trade. It's with an iPad. The used car manager, Ray, he's telling me that they're buying about 15 to 20 a month directly off the street, that's unheard of for them. That's really, really good. So, I mean, they're working as hard as they can to get inventory.
Well, that might be a good segue. There was two ways we could go here.
Yeah.
This might be a good segue to Mike Buchanan, his little video, because I like what he says. It all makes sense, but I really like the tail end of what he says.
Okay, let's check it out.
All right, here we go.
Hey everyone, Mike Buchanan from ARI's Remarketing Solutions. I'm going to start off this video with a quick number play. 17, 30,
It's kind of quiet.
70.
It's okay.
All these numbers are going to be based on a recent article I read from AP that featured Black Book's own Alex Yurchenko, their Senior Vice President of Data Science. If you think you have an idea of what these numbers mean, pause the video, type it in the comments, and then let's see if you're right. 17. There has been 17 weeks of appreciation on the average used vehicle value. 30. 30 is the percentage of which average used vehicle values have increased since the beginning of the year. And now 73. 73 is the volume of 1 to 3 year old used vehicle models selling for more than MSRP today than when new. While these numbers are great, in the article which I linked in the post, something troubling was found. This week was the slowest appreciation in cars and trucks at 17 and 15 weeks, respectively. As discussed, OEMs are starting to reopen manufacturing. Consumer funds are drying up, and interest rates are rising. Well, that means the used vehicle marketplace is going to soften. Are you starting to see that? At ARI, our marketers are watching every sale, and they're actually getting back to some of the physical auctions. By being live at each sale helps ARI make sure the units we are selling for our clients are represented as best as possible and allowing for on-the-fly adjustments, not waiting for reruns or those unnecessary if bids. To learn more, send me a message here on LinkedIn or email me anytime.
Yeah. I mean, crazy numbers, right? Jeez.
If I wouldn't want to be a dealer right now, to me that you're in a really precarious position. Is that true or false?
Well, so dealers who are good used car operators are doing well. If you weren't a good used car operator, might be losing some sleep at night. Just because there's, there are certain brands that there's plenty of inventory. I don't know if you've seen those out there. But the top brands, right? Chevy, Toyota, Honda, GM stores, Ford stores, for the most part are short on inventory. And you know what I heard today too, Ty? They're struggling getting people. If you don't have anything to sell, right? How do you keep your people happy? There's a challenge. It's challenging.
I saw that headline too, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's amazing how there problems you didn't see coming just keep coming.
Yeah. So, we tagged the show The Melting Block of Ice, and what Mike had said there is essentially inventory is turning at historic rates. So in theory, the ice isn't melting that fast right now. So things are good for, a lot of mistakes that dealers typically make or, come across problems are being covered up by things that are out of their control. I just need that car here right away, Ty, because as soon as I get it here, it's already sold. When normally they would have to do a whole bunch of stuff, right, to get that car sold for good money. I was in Tampa a couple weeks ago at Digital Dealer with all of our buddies. Man, I saw Paul down there, Brian, and these guys that you guys have on your show, and we're all talking about how dealers, can get better during the good times, because it's beautiful outside, as far as profits go on the dealership side. Inventory is a little bit of a challenge, but lots of things to work on.
I want to say this. I worked with a guy. He actually he brought me in his office and he said, things are going pretty well. I'm like, right on. Like, let's pop champagne. He goes, that's the thing. What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And he had a short list. In 6 months, everything on his list had happened.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't think it's the inventory that, I get asked this a lot, and Mike brought it up. Are dealers feeling a little squirrely about inventory? Yeah. I mean, prices are up 30%. I've had this conversation with Paul Machine from Black Book. Are prices going to drop this fall? Yes. I think they're going to drop the normal 7 to 10%, but that means we're still up 20 to 25% from what they normally are. It's going to get a lot of guys scared. I think, the sky is falling, but, I think we're going to be back in this position again next spring with shortage of cars and guys making good money and demanding their inventory quickly. I need my cars because I got them sold. I think we're going to be back in the same spot next summer.
I don't doubt it at all. Especially we were at the car conference, and some of the car hauler guys that were there were talking. They were concerned about Q4. I said, "What do you mean?" Well, they're going to have all the chips, and they're going to be hounding us to hurry up and move all these things that have been sitting for. Oh shit! Shoot!
He made a phone call.
No, my battery.
Oh, your battery.
Yeah. Anyway.
Keep going. Car conference.
Yeah, the car conference, the bigger carriers are kind of concerned with the OEM that they're going to get the chips and then they're going to say, hurry up, how come you haven't already moved these? So they're already kind of panicking a little bit about that.
I mean, is that such a bad problem, though? We got to move a bunch of cars really fast?
Well, it's not, but you have to look at what some of these larger carriers have had to go through for a year.
And
right?
It's the HR
same
problem.
thing as the dealership. How do we, our staff,
Right.
So our drivers. So Imagine having 100 trucks or 200 trucks and kind of maybe working, just trying to keep the wheels turning. You're going to have a problem with drivers because they're used to making $2,000 a week or $1,500. Now they're not making anything, and they went and found something else to do, or decided to go home because they can make almost as much money if they cut their spending. Does that make sense?
Yeah. We're about to get, I think, a good little reset on a lot of the supply chain issues. I've read that it's hard. These guys have found different work, right? If they were hauling and they got cut, they're doing something different. I think there's people out there who want to work, and they were doing something else, and now transporting is going to appear attractive to them. I think we just got to kind of have to get through this. I guess I'm overly optimistic that too much of having to move a lot of cars, that's a good problem. I mean, something is going to solve that problem.
Yeah, we'll get them moved. That's what car haulers do, just like car dealers. Car dealers always end up selling them.
They get them sold. You'll get them moved. So just curious, Ty, what are you hearing on the labor side for transporters? I mean, that's good intel. Is there a number out there? How much it's down?
I can't get a number from anybody.
Yeah.
But my concern, the owner operator guy, it's kind of been skimping along anyway.
Yeah.
It was already hard to find, already hard to get to show up to do the job.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those guys are going to be gone. So now you've got your carriers that are already, say 20 truck fleet or more.
Yeah.
They're probably going to make it. Joe, we had Joe, I always mess his last name up, Bakari
from Midwestern.
with Midwestern.
Mm-hmm.
They've got, I think, right at 100 trucks. It was sometime last year we had him on. He's like, we need drivers. Talked to him today. You got drivers? Yeah, but I'm having a hard time hanging on to them right now. As far as numbers and percentage, I don't know. But it's definitely, it reminds me, I jumped on Clubhouse this morning. Paul was on there. But Brian Benstock and Brian Kramer. I don't know Kramer. I know Benstock, but they made some interesting comments that I thought it's kind of like car hauling. You car dealers set the standard, in my opinion. And you hear these chat rooms talking about process all the time. That's all they talk about, right? But then you get a little bit of honesty. And the reality of it is to maintain that process. And I'm not a car dealer, so this is where you come in, Tim. But they were talking about the trade-ins from the customer. You've shown us that, right? The CarMax and the Carvana comparison.
Yep.
Buy your car. So they were talking about that and how engaging with the customer to get the right information and get the right price to the customer so who do we need for that process? And some of the guys in the room you need your general manager, your sales manager in there. He needs to be a part of that. Well, if you're selling 50 cars on a weekend, the guy doesn't have time for that.
That's not realistic.
Right. And Ben Stock kind of pointed that out. He's like, no. So I guess it's kind of one of those things where the process isn't wrong by any means, but when it really comes down to it, I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm kind of an impulse buyer. And to me, when you're looking at a car, you might do all your research, but you go actually look at it. Next thing you know, you drive it. Next thing you know, you're sitting in the F&I department. Next thing you know, you're going home with it. At least that's been my experience in car purchases. So yeah, I don't know.
I personally met Brian, Benstock, and Kramer down in Tampa a couple weeks ago and talked to them and heard them speak about that exact topic. And listen, that's some of the things that I talk about when I challenge the dealers. It's like, you're doing well now, right? Selling your cars and making your money. But when this is a chance to try something new, buy 50 cars. Is that what he's saying? 50 cars on a weekend he's buying? No, that's selling. Okay. Selling 50 cars on a weekend. If you're going to get there, you've got to probably modify your process and let go of some of the things that you're used to doing as a traditional dealer. We're not there yet. But I see the warning signs. We're coming. And I imagine transporters are the same way. It's like some of the things that we used to do to hire people and train people and drive cars, we're just going to have to, pivot a little bit or change to get, because when the OEMs call to move these new cars, somebody's going to jump. It'll get figured out.
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So how was the auction today? How many was there? A lot of cars?
Yeah, they're still bumping that 700.
Yeah. And
the percentage is still 65 to 75.
Yeah.
I was going to, if I have enough battery, walk over and see what Hanny, our wholesaler.
Yeah.
What he's got coming. Come on. Also, while I got everybody, special announcement here. This truck and trailer behind me, this is community, by the way. You guys remember on our roundtable we had Lloyd from Little Rock. Well, Lloyd from Little Rock.
Nice.
Lloyd.
There's Lloyd from Little Rock in Kansas City. So if you're in Kansas City and you want to stop by sometime, I'm usually around here. Lloyd, how are you?
Oh, hi everybody.
What's going on, Lloyd? How you doing, man?
Face to face.
You might even go get a hamburger or something.
Man,
you never
it's great
know.
to see you, Lloyd. It's cool. So I'm still on TV land, right? I can't physically see you, but I saw you Tuesday night on the round table. Where were you Tuesday night? You had that dealer customer, the Jersey thing, right?
Well, you made it back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had made it back home, but
Okay.
just got back in from Jersey, right? That's his truck and trailer behind us. What do you got there? 3-4 car Kaufman?
4-car, easy 4.
Easy 4 Kaufman. There you go. See it? Good
Yeah,
looking rig.
totally. So
Got
Lloyd,
two dealer trades.
do you go up to KC to do a little buying and selling? You do a little bit of both, or
I'm just strictly transporting for the dealer.
transporting for your guy? Okay, for the guys back in Little Rock. Got it.
Yeah, so what Lloyd's done is really cool. He's found a niche.
Yeah.
I'd like to personally grow that niche, but he's got, the dealer calls him for these dealer trades. I got to get it. Price doesn't matter at this point. Go.
Dealer trade and customer delivery. Customer buys online. I take it anywhere in the country and deliver.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so from Little Rock here? What's the farthest you've gone from Little Rock to pick up a car?
I was in New Jersey last week. I was in South Dakota last month.
New
Nice.
Jersey, South Dakota. So those are some long runs for a dealer trade, right?
Yeah.
And
on the customer side, though, you said you're delivering cars right to customers' front doors for dealers?
Correct.
And just curious, who's organizing that? Who's arranging that? You are, or the dealer?
Oh, the dealer. The dealer, they
does.
arrange everything. They just call me. Here, come get it. Here's the paperwork. I have the customer sign all the paperwork when I deliver.
Yep. And do they call you for a rate quote? I'm just curious. Like, hey, I got to.
No, I have an established rate with them, so they know when they're figuring their cost. They know what it's going to cost.
Man, that's nice. That's good.
Well, this is what I teach, or I try to teach guys. When you go to a car dealer, there's 3 things you want to know. Where are they getting their cars?
Yep.
Auction, driveways, where you get your cars, your used cars. Number 2, what are you doing with the cars in the back, the trade-ins and the wholesales? Number 3, what are you doing with your online sales, right? So Lloyd has established a relationship with the dealer. Here's my rates. This is what I'll do. Lloyd knows what's going on with the buys, with the wholesales, and with the online sales.
Yeah.
So in a dealership, Tim, you can tell us those are the 3 things, right?
Boom, spot on.
I love it.
I would. So I know I would love to know a guy like Lloyd. I imagine they call you or text you. This is
what I'm saying. Exactly.
Right.
Now that Lloyd is known that he does this, it's working. Like, everyone's like, all right, how do I get Lloyd?
I need Lloyd, my guy, right?
I need a Lloyd. Right. I need a guy. As it was one of the first things you and I said to each other, Ty. I know a guy. You got to know a guy.
I got a guy. Everybody's got a guy, but if you don't have a guy, it makes for a hard day, right?
Yeah.
See, this is where I say dealers are busy, and I understand there's nervous, insecurities, whatever you want to call them, to go inside the dealership, shake the guy's hand. Hey, ask for an appointment. You know, I know you're busy. Can I come back on Tuesday at 2 or Wednesday at 3?
Hey, so here's a tip for all the transporters. You want to get into a dealership. There's 2 things you never mess with at a car dealership. Their time. I'm sorry, there's 3 things. Their time, their money, and their food. So if you could bring them food, you typically will get a meeting right away.
Yeah, and I got a tip from Caitlin Shirk.
What kind of food? What kind of food?
I like donuts are good. They're quick and easy.
Okay, really? I mean, for real? I know people want to really. If I carry donuts, is the dealership going to go? Oh my God!
Okay, breakfast sandwiches. Some from Chick-fil-A. Some breakfast sandwiches.
Whoa.
Coffee from Starbucks.
You're the best. As soon as you pull that off, you're in. Tim's not lying. I've done it for years. Walk in with a case of donuts and watch what happens.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
You could try and come in with a case of beer. I don't know how far they're going to let you go, but that might work.
Well, if you're going to do that, you need to find out what beer first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be careful with the beer. I saw one. It was those long Slim Jims. They came in, bundled up.
Slim Jims.
See, I like this idea.
Snacks? That's a real good idea.
It's semi.
Yeah. Here's a card. Here's a Slim Jim. Call me if you need me. I'm your guy.
I like the Slim Jim. Let me be your Slim Jim. I don't know. Can you?
So
anyways,
I
moving
can't find Hanny right now. Let's go this way. We'll find some. Hey, how was the sale? This is Mo or Joe? Mo. You're the wholesaler too, right?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we're first class.
First class.
Hey,
this is Tim.
Hey, man. What's going on, bud?
Hey.
This is Lloyd.
How's it going? How's it going?
So, how many cars? You used to run about 100.
Yeah, now
it's kind of got a little tight
because of COVID, but right now in our inventory we got around like 350, 365 cars right now. Yeah.
Here?
No, and like all our locations here in the Kansas City area.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're running it right now around 80. And we just sold we sold 74 out of 80 yesterday.
74. How many did they run total? Do you know?
80 altogether.
No,
the whole auction? Nah,
7.
I really wouldn't be able to know. It's probably around like.
Are you guys still getting all the money?
Oh yeah, we get all our money. Yeah, all the money.
And Lane 8 with the hot dogs. Right?
Yeah. hey. Nice to see you guys again. My guys.
Lane 8 with the hot dogs.
Hey,
That's
Lane 8
awesome,
with the hot dogs.
man.
Selling the heck out of them.
Yeah.
So
that's a great sale rate right there. I mean, whatever. Not close.
well,
to
they're
90%.
consistent, and that's what I try to tell guys. So, Mo has dealers. Come here. One more question. This is what I try to tell people. Tell Chris this. You have dealers that you meet here.
Yeah.
And occasionally they probably say, "Hey, can we make some deals? Got anything else on?"
Yeah, but we can't. We don't sell.
We don't.
outside,
You stay in
We
there
stay inside.
because the auction takes care of it.
And what we have actually inside too, us at first class. Let's say if you're a big buyer for us and the car that you bought does not sell after 2 months, we buy it back.
Got to buy back. Huh?
Yeah, we buy it
Amen.
back. If you can't get rid of it, we'll buy it back and we'll work it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's customer service. So wholesale, I've always preached about the wholesale guy. They're hard to find, like impossible to find, right,
Yeah.
Tim?
Yeah, they're a good
They're hard
one.
to find. Once you find the wholesale guy, though, here's a huge connection. A lot of information. They're buying cars in other locations, I promise. They're
Right.
transporting them to where they operate, right? And then they're selling them and they're making relationships. They know, probably every dealer here.
Yeah, almost every big time dealer here.
And
yeah.
you know what they buy,
exactly what
you know
they
how
want,
many they buy.
and exactly what they want. Like I know certain cars I buy, I'm like, oh, this is the guy that's gonna buy this car.
He'll buy.
And he'll literally be the guy to buy the car.
We call it
Yeah,
every
they're
week.
calling
Right?
it. Yeah. calling
So find a good wholesaler. You can usually find a good wholesaler at the auction.
Yeah.
That's usually the best place.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're in the industrial park with the garage
it.
cars.
Right. So you'll find somebody, but once you find it, don't get rid of it.
Don't get rid of them. So
Yeah.
I give the wholesaler, and we're transport.
Yeah, perfect.
So when I make a deal with the wholesale guy, I'm willing to give him a discount. Why?
Because it's a consistent business.
Consistent business, and he knows everybody.
Yep.
And I can ask him for referrals because you
And
just
he'll-
heard it. If you buy a car, how many weeks? 2?
Every week.
If you don't buy a car, if you buy a car and you don't sell it, how long? 2 months?
After 2 months, we'll take it back.
Who does that? Right?
60-day
That's awesome.
60-day guarantee. Sounds nice.
That's how you gotta do it, man.
That's at America's Auto Auction, Kansas City,
There you go.
Missouri, first class.
Hey, we're the number one sellers.
Number
in here,
one,
man.
right here.
Yeah, we gotta do it. Hey,
Thank you.
thank God, man.
Be good.
My God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Cool.
There you go.
Wow.
Live.
Good
Live.
market update.
That tells everybody what we're doing. It really exemplifies what I try to teach guys. These people know people. It's relationship.
Amazing.
Good stuff, Ty, man. You guys, I don't know how you do it, man.
No, it's all,
It's great, dude.
He has magic.
Yeah, I mean, just getting out there on the auction like that, it's priceless. I hope that your guys appreciate that, man. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, it is. Well, what you bring to the table's equal.
Ah.
And that's the beautiful part about it.
Yeah.
It's all connected, and until people start figuring it out, and it's not for everybody,
Right. Yeah.
It's not an easy business, is it?
Well, he's right, Tim. Yeah, you're an important part. We talk about developing those relationships, but it's with the dealer. It's not so much the broker.
Yeah.
Go straight to the dealer, to the source, and it's just that integrity providing that service.
Yeah, I got some good buddies down in the Little Rock market. I bet you we know a lot of the same people. So,
Oh yeah.
tell my friends in Little Rock I said hello. They know who they are if they're watching. Good people
No
down.
doubt.
Good people down there.
Yeah, I love Arkansas. Man, I love
Yeah.
Arkansas. All right. So we got Tim. Did you have anything else you needed to share, Tim?
Nah, man, it's good to see you guys. Good catching up. Great stuff as always this week. Man, I hope to put some more content out this week, Jay. You've inspired me as always. So
Wow. Thank
follow,
you.
yeah,
we
follow me
we
on
love
Facebook.
having you. Thank you so much for being a part of. Well, you are the melting pot. Look, there's your face.
Yeah,
You're
I
the
appreciate
ice.
it, yeah.
You got the ice cube.
There's-
You,
Iceman.
there's
ice man.
not a lot of
Iceman.
not a lot of melting going on right now, which is good, but
That is
it's
good.
coming, and we'll talk more about it as we go into the fall.
Okay.
Good. We look forward to seeing you next month.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Lloyd,
Tim.
take care, man. Good meeting you, Jay, Ty. We'll see you guys.
Tim, thanks.
Thanks. See ya.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah,
We've
we'll
got
keep you for a
Lloyd.
second. Yeah, we got Lloyd.
And we need to. Carlos has one more day at the rest area. That was
I
my number
know.
2.
I know. I
Yeah,
can't.
we have to know.
I was
somebody.
surprised. I was
Can
surprised.
somebody get Carlos out of the rest
Well, I know.
area?
I was surprised to read that. Right? Is that? And by the way, here's one for you, Carlos. It's no consolation, but you might get a kick out of this. Let's see. There's my car. I broke down yesterday.
Oh, Jay broke down.
I broke down yesterday. And so I went ahead and had a phone call with Ty while I waited on the. That's called roadside business. And we went ahead and had a meeting while I waited on the side of the road. And then
It was a good meeting.
And it was a great meeting. And then there's AAA taking care of me. MoDOT showed up just to lend a hand, make sure people moved over. I was only there for about an hour plus. But Carlos, buddy, I was thinking about you because man, right when you got the time, you got the cost.
How many days now? 3?
Well, that's what I'm thinking, right? Because he was
Monday,
there
Tuesday. I think he's been there all week.
all week.
Wow. Carlos, I feel so bad.
We need to parachute some Slim Jims.
Something. Dang.
Man, we're
Car
thinking about you,
car
Carlos.
hauling's easy, and you can make a lot of money.
Right, exactly.
Sign me up.
Actually, this would be a great time for Carlos to do like a whole live show.
No doubt.
Right, he just stares at the camera and waits. This is
man.
Welcome back to Car Hauling. We're in hour 54. I just chewed part of my leg off.
I'm on day 6.
Right on day 6.
I'm just wondering, how's he doing with heat and air, and how does he keep his phone charged?
I know.
Wow.
Well, and I knew I had an electrical problem, so I rolled down the window partly in case I ran out of battery. But anyway, and then I didn't end up hanging out in the car. Oh, here we go. Carlos says, hey, I renewed my insurance and got some other stuff done. Been here since Monday. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's car hauling.
Carlos, we love you, man. And really, I told Jay last night in our business meeting, I said, one of my goals is to get to a place where you need help. We got somebody on the way. So we'll keep building the community and make it happen for you. Okay. Last announcement before my phone dies.
Yeah.
Next Friday, we've got a special guest. Do you have their website, Jay? That's okay if you don't.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep talking. I'm going to see if I can find it.
Okay, next Friday, this is actually a cool story. Because of Jay, what Jay did with Auto Transport Intel, some guy from Sweden, okay, let me say that again, from Sweden, gets a hold of us.
KART Group.
KART, K-A-R-T. So this guy builds trailers. He's going to be on the show next Friday, and we're going to learn more about his trailers. And if anybody's looking for a high mount, we might be able to make a deal with you.
Wow.
How's that for a teaser?
What's his name?
Hendrik.
Hendrik. Hendrik. And he's from Sweden. Hendrik. And he's from Sweden. Wow. And he's on next Friday?
Yeah. And he's been in it for 30 years. Now, I'm almost thinking he's been building trailers for 30 years, and he's confident that his trailer is superior. So we're going to talk about it. And then at the end of the conversation, we may throw out a challenge. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm pretty excited about it, really.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, because I've been around Cottrell, Wallymo, Sun Valley, Miller, Sun Country. I've been around Kaufman. I've never really operated a Kaufman, but anyway, I've always kind of been a
Big
Cottrell
Tex.
kind of guy.
Maybe not.
I haven't done a lore either. But
lore, right. Alex had the lores, yeah.
I have seen a lore up close. I haven't got to actually load one, but what I have seen about them, they look really cool. So next Friday, tune in. We're going to have KART and Hendricks on the show. And then Lloyd went out of his way to stop by and tell the community how much he appreciates Auto Transport Intel.
Absolutely. Well, I want to get up here and meet Ty face to face. Jay, I'll meet you one of these days.
I look forward to. I'll take a rain check. I look forward to that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So,
dude.
Anyway,
cool.
Have a great weekend. If you need me, you got my number.
Right on. And here, my final announcement. I'm going to say this is that Tuesday night, join us for Auction Academy training. This is right up your alley, Ty. We've got, so when we were at Car Conference, we met some folks from Auction Academy. They're going to be live on Tuesday night with one of their advertiser sponsors, Auto IMS. It's Joe Miller with Auto IMS is going to be joining us. Maria from Big Valley Auto Auction is going to be on with Auction Academy. This would be great. And
Joe's been on the show before. Joe's full of information. Great guy.
Oh, man, Joe Miller.
Be good to see him again.
It'll be neat to have him on again. So that's Tuesday night. Check 1, 2. Okay, we're good. And everybody in the live chat for joining us today, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Great views today too. This was a cool Friday. We did great.
How'd we do?
We're in the. Rarely do we talk about it because everybody evacuates, but I don't know if that's the past. I don't know if it's still like that. We're averaging 15. That's not bad.
Wow.
I know.
That's great for a Friday.
For a niche business show like this on a Friday where we get crazy in transport parking lots.
I'll take 5.
I know. It used to be 5. We're at 15. That's pretty good. So
that's great.
I'll take it. Yeah, it's great.
Well, it's probably because of Tim, melting block of ice.
Tim's the big draw, actually.
He's the big man.
Between Tim and Lloyd, and we're just hanging on to the vapors.
We're just happy to be here.
Yeah, we're lucky people talk to us.
All right. Well, have a good weekend. I'm going to hang out with Lloyd for a little while.
Awesome. You guys have a great time. Thank you so much, Lloyd, for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Okay, safe travels, everybody. I will wind this down. I'm going to go back to camera 1. I just want to say again, Carlos, we're thinking about you, and I'm glad that you're getting stuff done. I renewed my insurance. I got some other stuff done. That's awesome. Because Carlos is at the truck stop. Car hauling ain't easy. We want to help. We're growing the business community, and you're finding us on, obviously we're on YouTube, LinkedIn and Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Find us. Let us know how we can help. autotransportintel@gmail.com. Don't forget, tell your friends they can go to autotransportintel.com. Click on sign up. People do it all the time. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please have a safe weekend. Keep us posted. And yeah, we're going into the 4th of July stuff, so keep us posted if there's anything interesting going on there. Driver Safety Week in 2 weeks. See you Tuesday night. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe.